Hi, third graders, welcome back. Today we'll be focused on Unit 1B, Lesson 10. Look at the background. What do you think this lesson's going to be about, maybe? Yeah, maybe space or stars? Let's see. If you'll follow along, I'll read our learning intention and our success criteria for today. We are learning to use text features to support the main ideas. So let's stop. Let's look at that intention. What do you already know something about within that learning intention? We are learning to use text features to support the main ideas. That's right, main ideas. We know that the main idea is what the article or story is about. Now we're going to add in text features. We've talked about that briefly with Treasure in the Trees and the moon story a little bit, but now we're going to focus on those text features to help support the main idea in a nonfiction text. We will be successful when we can identify what text features are, and you will be able to, I promise you. And you'll be like, oh, I've seen those before. Explain the purpose of text features and explain how a text supports a main idea. Here is an anchor chart. You know, Mr. Lake and Mrs. Glinka, we love our anchor charts because they really anchor our learning and help us stay focused on the skill or the trait that we're working on. So text features, and something that's pretty cool about text features, they're generally almost always in nonfiction text. You've just got to be able to identify those. So why? Why have text features? They help you understand a nonfiction text to make the text more interesting and fun. Other than just reading, kind of like what we do with fiction stories, text features are things that kind of like pop out to us off to the side. So here are some examples on this anchor chart. There's a table of contents. How many of you know what a table of contents is? Okay. A heading. Here is the heading. A subheading, which is kind of like a category, but it's bold underneath the big heading. A glossary. We should be familiar with a glossary. It's kind of like a mini dictionary in the back of the book. Bold print. And when a word or a phrase is bold printed, what do you think that might mean? Yeah, kind of like the word bold. It means loud. It means it's important. It's there. Okay, things get highlighted. Look right here. How many of you knew that a map was a text feature? Yeah, we can get information from a map, or especially if it's in a nonfiction piece, it might give us a location or give us an idea of where something is located. Nice job. A photograph, a caption. A caption is like the words underneath the picture. So you have a picture and then the words are right here. Yeah. You can use the text features as you're reading the nonfiction text to help you better understand what the main idea is of the text. Let's give it a try today. So as we're reading today, here are 3 vocabulary words that you may be familiar with, you may not be. Solar system, the sun and everything that revolves around it, including the planets, moons, and comets. So what's one planet that you already know? That's right, Earth. Humans, we live on Earth. And we're the 3rd planet from the sun. Did you know that? Yes. Gravity, the force that causes objects to fall. So if we did not have gravity, my highlighter would stay floating in the air. But due to gravity, it pushes. Gravity is really heavy, even though we can't feel it, helps it fall. Liquid, a state of matter that takes the shape of its container and has free-flowing molecules. What type of liquid do you already know or are familiar with? Water. That's right. That's a liquid. Kool-Aid, liquid. Milk, liquid. Good. So our story today is About Earth by Pauline Cartwright. So you're going to learn some interesting facts about Earth. But remember, today's focus is to really focus in on those text features, and I'll try and point them out as we go through and use those to kind of build your understanding of what the main idea is. What's the author trying to tell us? What are they trying to inform us of? Let's give it a try. About Earth. So here's a text feature, the table of contents. What do you notice about the table of contents? That's right, it lists page numbers. And these are the headings or the chapters that start on those specific pages. So if I wanted to read something specific in this book, let's say Dry Places on Earth, what page would I go to? That's right, page 12. What might I find about Earth on page 26? So I'd look down, try to find page 26. There it is. Earthquakes and volcanoes. So how can you use the table of contents to help you better understand the text? That's right. It gives you direct location of where something is within the book. Nice job. All right, page 2, Earth. Hi, I'm Zudu, your tour guide for Earth. We're about to enter Earth's solar system. Are you ready for a quick spin around Earth? Just don't let humans see you. I'm here to answer all your questions about Earth, so ask away. All right, there's a couple text features on that page. What do you see? Yeah, Earth is red, but that's called a heading. So it's kind of telling you what you're going to read about underneath that heading. And then did you notice that solar system was bold print? That means it's important, and it might be found in the glossary. If I don't know what it is, I can go to the back of the glossary to find out what that word means. Let's go on. Earth is the third planet from the sun. Earth is the only planet that humans know about that has liquid water on it. Earth's solar system, I'm going to look at this diagram right here. Earth's solar system includes the sun and everything that travels around it. Okay, over here on this next page, page 4, Earth's gravity. What is gravity? Gravity surrounds Earth. It is a strong force pulling all objects toward the middle of Earth. Without gravity, everything would float away from Earth. So how does the illustrations here help you understand the text? Yeah, this is called a diagram. So it's an illustration that's within the book. And they're looking up at the solar system, and this diagram shows us the location of the planets from the sun. And it also labels, which is another text feature, what each planet is called. Nice job. Over here on page 4, what about this illustration? That's right, it gives you an example of gravity. If Earth did not have gravity, those kids would be floating up, and you might think they're a ghost, right? But no, gravity keeps us grounded, keeps us on Earth, so we touch the ground. Earth's moon also has gravity, but its gravity is not as strong as Earth's gravity. That's why astronauts on the moon moved with big, floaty steps. Gravity is even linked to the movements of the sea, and that's where we are headed to next. So friends, these sections are really short, but so what are some facts that you've learned about Earth so far? Okay, Earth has gravity. Earth is the third planet from the sun. Earth has liquid on it, yes. And here's a challenge question. Do you know how much liquid or water is covering the Earth? I'll let you seek it out and see if you can find out. Here are some discussion questions that we kind of talked about throughout the story. Remember, just like in a fiction story, make sure to use that evidence from the text to help you explain your response. And today, you should be practicing using the text features. We talked about the diagram, we talked about captions, talked about table of contents, bold print. Make sure you're kind of trying to use those text feature words to help explain where you found the information. For your practice assignment today, you're going to read a passage called the Hooting Season, and then you're going to answer some questions that directly relate to the passage. Now notice, the passage does not have a lot of text features, but there's the heading or the title, Hooting Season. Okay, so it tells you what the name of the passage is. There might be some other text features throughout, like there's a hyphen. They kind of up there on the top line, it says December December. It means from December through December 12th. So it's kind of giving you an extended amount of time. So make sure you're focused on those two as you're reading, but not too much. And then use text evidence to answer your questions. You can do this. Just remember to go back to the text to make your final response. Take a glimpse at our intention today that we started. We are learning to use text features to support the main ideas. Now, I know text features get kind of tricky, so make sure you're asking questions if you don't understand. And you will be successful when you can identify what text features are. And remember, right now, the most common one you might know is going to be table of contents and title. Explain the purpose of text features, and explain how a text feature supports the main idea. So in our 2 chapters that we read, the text features kind of helped us to understand about gravity and about some simple facts about Earth. All right, friends, that's it for today. Make sure you get your assignment practice done. And don't forget to read for at least 20 minutes for fun today. What are you reading? Awesome. See you next time. Bye.